Oh, there you are, little one. Come in. The fire crackles. The storm rumbles outside. And in the grim darkness of the far future, there is always time for a story. And here I am. Your grandpa Grimdarius has already turned the first page. Ah, little one, today I will tell you about warriors who walk in the shadows of glory and duty. No, I'm not talking about the proud space marines or the golden Custodes. Oh, no. Today I'm talking about men, the best of men, those who have made discipline and honor their banner. Today we will speak of the Lucifer Blacks. Ah, the Lucifer Blacks. Uttering that name is like whispering a legend lost to time, little one. They are not often spoken of, not anymore, at least. Today, the galaxy is dominated by roaring bolters and shouted litanies, by golden armor and apocalyptic battles. But there was a time, long before the Imperium was reduced to a desperate empire, clinging to its own existence, when the Lucifer Blacks represented the very heart of discipline and terror incarnate. Oh, it was during the Unification Wars that their myth took shape. Warriors hardened by fratricidal conflicts and forged in the relentless violence of old terror. They were the best, chosen not only for their strength or skill, but for their unwavering loyalty. A loyalty that, alas, would eventually become their curse. Back then, little one, the Imperium as we know it did not yet exist. There was only a shattered world, tormented by warlords and despotic regimes, each savage in their own way. But the Lucifer Blacks? They stood above the petty disputes of mere mortals. They were an elite caste, warriors renowned for their flawless efficiency. It was said that their black armor reflected the very darkness of the human soul, while their movements were as precise as a freshly oiled mechanism. Oh, and the darkness, little one, darkness spares no one, not even those who wear it as their proud mantle. But wait, for this is only the beginning. Their story does not end here, oh no. I will continue by telling you of their rise during the Great Crusade, how their reputation spread across worlds and systems, and how, in the end, they were almost annihilated not only by battles, but by the arrogance of those who are supposed to protect them. Listen closely, little one, because the story of the Lucifer Blacks is one of honor and betrayal, of glory and downfall, and perhaps, just perhaps, of redemption. Ah, little one, let me tell you the tale of the origins and rise of the Lucifer Blacks, those legendary warriors born in the darkness of the Unification Wars. Oh, and don't think this is a simple story. Oh, no. It's a weave of glory, ruin, and rebirth. In those ancient times, Terra was nothing but a shattered mosaic of warring kingdoms, each struggling for dominance over a world ravaged by discord. And it was in this tumultuous landscape that the Lucifer Blacks emerged, an elite regiment of the old Imperial army. Oh, and what warriors they were, renowned for their unyielding discipline and unmatched martial skill. During the Unification Wars, the Lucifer Blacks were nearly annihilated. But don't think their legend ended there. Oh no. Their reputation survived, like embers smoldering beneath the ashes. The surviving members were chosen to serve as bodyguards for high-ranking officials of the Imperial Army. For example, Lord Commander Tengnamajira had a personal retinue of Lucifer Blacks during the Great Crusade. Likewise, Faram Sichar, governor of High Brazil, after its incorporation into the Imperium, appointed a Lucifer Black as a bodyguard for himself and his family. Oh, what respect and trust they must have commanded! But their true worth was not only in their prestige, but in their combat prowess. Unparalleled loyalty, you see, loyalty forged in iron and blood. Their presence alongside such influential figures during the Great Crusade speaks volumes about the importance and prestige these warriors had attained. They were not just soldiers, but living symbols of authority and the power of the newborn Imperium. Yet, despite their ceremonial role, their combat prowess remained legendary, and their loyalty was unmatched. Ah, but this is only part of their epic saga, little one. Oh yes, it continues with yet another dark and tumultuous era in the history of the Imperium, the time of the War of the Beast. It was a period when humanity faced an unprecedented threat, and the Lucifer Blacks, once considered the elite of the Imperial forces, saw their glory begin to fade. But that's not all. No. There's more to tell. Their story does not end here. Oh, little one, now comes the darkness, the fall. In the midst of the 32nd millennium, the Imperium was experiencing a period of relative peace and prosperity, known as the Time of Rebirth. However, this tranquility was brutally shattered in 544 and 32 when an immense war led by a mysterious and powerful war boss known only as the Beast descended upon the galaxy. This invasion surpassed any previous one in scale and ferocity, threatening even Terra itself. The Orcs, under the leadership of the Beast, displayed a level of coordination and strategy never before seen among their kind. Entire sectors of the Imperium fell to the relentless onslaught of the Greenskins, and not even the most powerful bastions seemed capable of halting their advance. It was a war that tested the very survival of humanity. Ah, little one, let me tell you of a time when Lord High Admiral Lansung emerged from the shadows of chaos, a brilliant yet controversial officer from the Segmentum Solar. Ah, Lansung, his name is synonymous with deceit and ambition. He built a true cult of personality within the Imperial Navy, gathering a vast following and consolidating his power. During the War of the Beast, he managed to position himself as the most influential member of the Senatorum Imperialis, the supreme governing body of the Imperium. Lansung solidified his control, grasping authority over much of the military and political forces of the Imperium. And, sadly for the Lucifer Blacks, they too fell within his tightening grip. Once considered the elite of the Imperium's terrestrial forces, the Lucifer Blacks were renowned for their unbreakable discipline and unmatched martial prowess. However, during the War of the Beast, their reputation began to waver. Their commander, General Sayatora, became a loyal ally of Lansung. That alliance was the beginning of their downfall. This political allegiance twisted their once pure purpose, turning the Lucifer Blacks from a proud elite force into little more than a personal militia, serving Lan Xung's ambitions. They were often used as tools to consolidate the admiral's power, progressively losing their prestige and independence. Ah, to see the noblest reduced to mere instruments of power. Their independence faded, and with it, their honor. And as their honor crumbled, so too did their discipline. This political exploitation and the abandonment of their original ideals led to a severe deterioration of discipline within the regiment. The Lucifer Blacks, once a symbol of honor and dedication, were increasingly perceived as mercenaries serving personal ambitions rather than defenders of the Imperium. It was a sad and humiliating era for a unit that had once written glorious chapters in the history of mankind. The story of the Lucifer Blacks during the War of the Beast is a grim warning of how ambition and politics can corrupt even the noblest of institutions. Oh, but if you think this was their lowest point, you are sorely mistaken. Their true downfall had yet to come, little one. The Purge, the great massacre, known as the Beheading. After the devastating War of the Beast, the Imperium was left in a state of chaos and vulnerability. And it was in this turmoil that Draken Van Gorich, the 12th Grand Master of Assassins, rose to power. Dissatisfied with the incompetence of the High Lords of Terra during the war, he decided to seize control by force. And so, in 546 M32, he orchestrated a coup known as the Beheading, eliminating all the High Lords of Terra in a single day and assuming control of the Imperium. Oh, and what was one of Von Gorich's first decrees? The dismantling of the Lucifer Blacks, once considered the elite of the Imperium's forces. He justified this decision by pointing to their alleged failure to stop a group of Eldari harlequins who had infiltrated the Imperial Palace during the War of the Beast. According to Van Gorich, that breach of security proved that the Lucifer Blacks were no longer fit to protect the key figures of the Imperium. But do not be fooled. Many say that was nothing but an excuse, a mere pretext to consolidate his own power. By entrusting the protection of the Imperial Palace to the agents of the Officio Assassinorum, Van Gorich could ensure absolute loyalty and a far more direct control over internal security. After all, the assassins served no one but their Grand Master, and his power over them was absolute. Van Gorich's decision to disband the Lucifer Blacks was not only due to their supposed incompetence. No, little one, it was also about eliminating potential internal threats and replacing traditional security forces with those loyal to him alone. His consolidation of power was ruthless but effective. And the Lucifer Blacks, once the proud defenders of Terra's most powerful, were scattered, broken, and left to rot in obscurity. Ah, little one, let me tell you of the Eldari Harlequins, those tricksters and dancers whose mastery of deception and agility is a thing of terrifying beauty. Their ability to infiltrate the very heart of the Imperium itself laid bare the vulnerabilities in Terra's defenses. Oh yes, little one, the Harlequins, with their grace and mastery of illusion, pierced the defenses of the Imperial Palace itself, shattering the illusion of invulnerability that surrounded it. Their audacity cast doubt upon the effectiveness of traditional security forces, their blades flashing in the shadows, their laughter echoing through the silent halls of power. And oh, little one, this incident gave Vangorich the very excuse he craved to reshape the Imperium to his liking, to tear down what he deemed weak and rebuild it under his iron rule. But let me now tell you the tale of the Lucifer Blacks' rebirth. After the dark and bloody days of the beheading, when Grand Master Draken Vangorich of the Officio Assassinorum ordered the dismantling of the Lucifer Blacks, it seemed that this illustrious regiment was destined to fade into obscurity. But you must understand, little one, the history of the Imperium is filled with cycles of fall and resurrection, and the Lucifer Blacks were no exception. With the death of Vangorich and the subsequent reorganization of the Imperial government, a desperate need emerged to restore order and security upon Terra. And so it was, in that precarious time, that the Lucifer Blacks were officially reinstated as a regiment of the Astra Militarum. Their reputation as elite warriors, forged in the fires of ancient conflicts, made them ideal candidates to once again assume a position of prominence in the defense of the Imperium. But it wasn't just any ordinary appointment. Oh, no. During the 13th Black Crusade in 999 M41, the Lucifer Blacks, alongside the Palatine Sentinels and the Katanda Stalwarts, were chosen to guard the Imperial Palace on Terra. This appointment was not only a testament to the trust placed in them, but also a symbolic gesture of their return as champions of discipline and loyalty. And you see, little one, their newfound position as guardians of the Imperial Palace was not merely a matter of prestige. Oh no, it was a responsibility so heavy it would break the bones of lesser men. But they dedicated themselves with fervor to the protection of the most influential figures of the Imperium, ensuring the safety of the High Lords of Terra and other nobles. Oh, their presence within the halls of power served as a warning to any who dared to threaten the stability of the Imperium, like dark shadows, silent and vigilant, ever ready, ever watchful. But the true miracle, little one, was their ability to rise from the ashes. Over time, the Lucifer Blacks reclaimed much of their former glory. Their name once again became synonymous with military excellence, and their reputation spread once more throughout the Imperium. Oh, what sweet irony, little one! Those who had been humiliated and cast aside returned as heroes. And now, listen well, for this is the greatest lesson of all. The tale of the Lucifer Blacks is a testament to resilience and the capacity for redemption. Despite the trials and tribulations, they proved that honor can be reclaimed and glory can rise anew from the ashes of the past. But their legend continues, little one, and as with all legends worthy of being told, it grows with every heartbeat. Would you like me to weave their epic tale even more vividly so that it echoes within the soul of whoever listens? Oh, there's so much more to tell. Would you like me to proceed? Little one, the Lucifer Blacks are not mere soldiers. Oh, no. They are the elite of the elite among the ranks of the Astra Militarum. Warriors forged through training so brutal and unforgiving that only the very best survive it. And even then, the price is steep. But those who do survive, they are truly worthy of donning that dreadful black armor. Oh yes, let's talk about their equipment and their distinctive style, shall we? These legendary soldiers are easily recognized by their imposing and uniform appearance. The most striking feature of the Lucifer Blacks is the black armor they wear, a symbol of their unwavering resolve and their role as an elite force. Well, their name does hint at it, doesn't it? Oh, of course, you don't speak High Gothic, do you, little one? But worry not. Your grandpa Grimdarius will teach you a thing or two about that forgotten tongue and why they are clad in the blackest of black. Lucifer. This word has roots in the long-forgotten High Gothic. You must be as old as me to know it, little one. The word is composed of lux, meaning light, and pharaoh, meaning to bear or to carry, thus light bringer. In the ancient days of Holy Terra, this term was used to designate the planet Venus when it heralded the dawn, known as the morning star, a symbol of enlightenment and guidance through darkness. And blacks? Well, that's simple enough, little one. It means black in the low Gothic tongue of the Imperium. Now when you put these two words together, you get Lucifer Blacks, or Black Light Bringers, a name that may sound contradictory, but oh, that contradiction holds the very essence of what they are. Those who, clad in the darkness of their jet-black armor, carry the light of justice and the order of the Imperium into the most dreadful and dangerous of places. Imagine it, little one. These elite soldiers, wrapped in shadow-black armor, emerging from the darkness to dispel the anarchy and heresy that festers in the Imperium's deepest wounds. They are the beacon in the night, the iron hand guiding the Imperium through the raging storms of chaos. And so, the origin of their name is clear, a fusion of light and darkness, a symbol of their critical role in maintaining balance and security across the vast dominion of the Emperor. But let's get back to their gear, shall we? Where was I? Yes. To complement their armor, they also wear long flak jackets, which provide additional protection without compromising mobility, allowing them to move swiftly both within the corridors of the Imperial Palace and on the most treacherous of battlefields. And to complete their fearsome appearance, the Lucifer Blacks wear full visored helmets, which conceal their faces entirely, giving them an aura of mystery and inscrutability. These helmets do more than just protect the head. They also serve to unify the regiment's appearance, erasing individual distinctions in favor of collective unity. The darkened visors prevent enemies from reading their emotions or intentions, enhancing the intimidating effect of their presence. And their weapon of choice? They can wield any Imperial hotshot lace gun with precision even blindfolded, that much is certain. But oh no, they are no mere regiment. They need something fitting, something unique. The signature weapon of the Lucifer Blacks is the Power Glaive, a pole arm enhanced with energy fields that crackle and spark when activated. These weapons are capable of piercing the most resilient of armors and dealing devastating damage to their foes. But to wield a Power Glaive requires intensive training and a mastery that only the members of this regiment possess, making them deadly in close combat. Yes, the Lucifer Blacks are the black light that cuts through the darkness, both feared and revered throughout the Imperium. Little one, this distinctive equipment does more than just reflect the martial prowess of the Lucifer Blacks. It serves as a symbol of their legacy and their crucial role in defending the Imperium. Every piece of their attire and weaponry is designed to inspire fear and command respect. The enemy must understand that what stands before them may be a mere man, a mortal, but one unique and fearsome, like none other of his kind. Over the millennia, the equipment of the Lucifer Blacks has undergone adaptations to meet the needs of different ages. However, the fundamental elements, the black armor, flak jackets, full-visored helmets, and power glaives, have remained unchanged, a testament to the strength of their tradition and the effectiveness of their arsenal. This continuity reflects their ability to preserve their identity and operational effectiveness through the ages. Thus, the equipment of the Lucifer Blacks is a tangible manifestation of their essence. Elite warriors, protectors of the Imperium, whose presence on the battlefield is synonymous with discipline, strength, and mystery. Every element of their attire and armament contributes to the legendary aura that surrounds them, making them a force both feared and respected throughout the galaxy. But little one, a mannequin clad in black armor is as useless as a decorative trinket. Power is nothing without control. More is needed. They call it rigorous training, but it is something more, much more. It is a process of transformation that shapes every fiber of their being. Since the regiment's founding, the Lucifer Blacks have been tempered to face any challenge. Because fighting alone is not enough, little one. You must excel. First of all, unyielding discipline. Nothing shakes a Lucifer Black. Nothing. They are trained to remain calm and focused even in the most desperate moments. When the world explodes around them and death dances above their heads, they remain cold and precise. Their training teaches them to sever the mind from fear and turn it into pure efficiency. Then the best in surveillance and security. Do not forget, little one, that many of them serve as bodyguards for high-ranking officers and nobles of the Imperium. For this reason, they receive extensive training in protection techniques and close combat defense. They move like shadows, attentive to every detail, ready to strike down anyone who dares to threaten their charges. And of course, advanced combat. And never forget the signature weapon of the Lucifer Blacks, their Power Glaives. Those crackling, sinister pole arms capable of cutting through armor and bone like a hot knife through butter. To wield a Power Glaive requires grueling training, and the Lucifer Blacks are among the few humans capable of mastering them to perfection. But you see, little one, training alone is not enough. Something more is needed. It takes the indomitable spirit that has made them legends. Distinctive abilities? Oh, they have many. Let me tell you, these warriors are not mindless soldiers to be thrown to the slaughter. They are trained to see what others cannot, to notice the most insignificant details. They possess a perception so acute it would make even a neophyte of the Space Wolves envious. There are tales of a Lucifer Black during the Horus Heresy who uncovered a disguised Custodes, a feat that not even the most experienced observers could have achieved. You see, little one, it's not just a matter of vision. It's about intuition, the ability to read danger even when it's hidden beneath 1,000 veils. A Lucifer Black also possesses an unyielding loyalty. This is the true mark of honor for the Lucifer Blacks. Their devotion to the Imperium and its leaders is absolute. They do not bend, they do not corrupt, they do not surrender. They are there to protect the very heart of the Imperium, and no one can force them to deviate from their path. Finally, they would not be who they are without an inhuman level of resilience and tenacity. The Lucifer Blacks are trained to endure extreme conditions, both physical and mental. They can fight without rest, withstand torture that would break a normal man, and continue to fight even when all hope seems lost. And then there is their reputation. The Lucifer Blacks are admired and feared alike. Some say they are only human, but I tell you, they are the pinnacle of what a man can achieve with willpower and dedication. During the Horus Heresy, when even the Astartes fell under the weight of corruption, the Lucifer Blacks stood firm. They were considered the finest bodyguards available, and not without reason. Oh, but remember, their training and abilities place them at the very top of what a human can achieve, yes. But they are still men. The Custodes and Space Marines surpass them in sheer strength and speed, but not necessarily in courage or dedication. What truly sets them apart is their unbreakable bond with their own humanity and their unwavering faith in the Imperium. Ah, little one, come closer and let me tell you of the extraordinary deeds of some legendary members of the Lucifer Blacks. Those elite warriors whose dedication to the Imperium is carved into the very stone of history. Oh, and do not think that all their names have been sung by the scribes. Oh, no, no. But some, yes, and their tales are pure legend. Ah, imagine a man whose courage was greater than his own life. Dinas Chain, Bajalour captain of the Lucifer Blacks during the Great Crusade. At the side of Lord Commander Teng Namajira, Chaina served as a living shield, ever vigilant, ever ready. But fate, alas, led him to a fatal duel against none other than Alfarius, the Primarch of the Alpha Legion. Oh, what an epic clash that must have been. Despite the disparity of power, Chain faced the Primarch with fierce determination, proving that honor and loyalty can make a mere man stand against a demigod. Oh, little one, do not think it was a fair fight. Oh, no, no. But Dinas Chain charged at Alfarius with the heart of a lion and the soul of a servant devoted to the Imperium. He died, yes, but his death was a brilliant beacon of unyielding devotion, an eternal example that humanity, for all its fragility, can rise against the very gods themselves. Ah, this story always moves me, little one, a mere man of flesh and blood against a Primarch, a true Primarch. Now, let us turn our gaze to Lord Ferrom Sigchar, the noble ruler of High Brazil. In times of unity and consolidation, he chose a Lucifer Black as his personal bodyguard for himself and his family. Oh, what greater testament to the trust and respect this regiment commanded among the high circles of the Imperium. To entrust one's life and the lives of one's kin to a warrior signifies not only recognizing their martial skill, but also acknowledging their integrity and loyalty beyond question. But do not think it was just a matter of physical protection. Oh no. Even the very name of the Lucifer Blacks was a shield, a warning to anyone who dared threaten the powerful of the Imperium. And yet, despite the apparent safety, danger always lurked behind every corner, like a shadow ready to devour everything. Ah, little one, do not forget that even in the shadows there are heroes no one sings about. Iman and Belloc, names whispered as examples of devotion and courage. Not great commanders, no, but warriors whose presence on the battlefield was synonymous with unyielding determination. While the officers barked orders and the generals schemed in the halls of power, Ayman and Belloc were there, fighting, surviving, bringing hope where there was only despair. Oh, the greatest stories do not always belong to those who sit on thrones or wear crowns. Sometimes the true heroes are those who fight without name, without glory, but with a heart harder than steel. Ah, the story of the Lucifer Blacks is woven with such tales of heroism and sacrifice. Every member, from the most renowned to the most humble, has contributed to forging the legend of this regiment, a shining bastion against the darkness that threatens the Imperium. Ah, little one, what do you say we indulge in a little fantasy? Let's make a comparison, why not? Now, I shall tell you of two orders so different and yet so similar, two forces that represent the highest expression of loyalty and power within the Imperium. Of course, I speak of the Lucifer Blacks and the Adeptus Custodes. Oh, and don't think they are mere guards or warriors. Oh, no, no. They are much, much more. By now you know well, after your grandpa Grimdarius's tale, the Lucifer Blacks are an elite regiment of the Astra Militarum, one of the finest humanity has ever produced. Born during the tumultuous Unification Wars, these warriors served as personal guards for high-ranking officials and nobles of the Imperium. Oh, but they were not just ordinary soldiers, oh no! Let me summarize quickly. They wore black armor as dark as the deepest night and wielded the fearsome Power Glaives, weapons as deadly as they were symbolic of their rank. Their reputation was such that even the most arrogant nobles of Terra trembled at their presence. And why, you ask? Because their loyalty was unbreakable, their discipline a beacon of order in a sea of chaos. Ah, but if the Lucifer Blacks represent the best of man, the Adeptus Custodes are something else entirely. Oh, little one, these are not mere men. They are the golden guardians of the golden throne, the living embodiment of the Emperor's will itself, created through genetic processes that would make even the Space Marines pale in comparison. These beings surpass any human soldier in strength, speed, and endurance. Each custodian is a miniature army, capable of facing entire legions of enemies alone. Their dedication to the Emperor is absolute and eternal. Oh, let's play a little game of imagination. The Lucifer Blacks are the elite of the Astra Militarum, the finest that ordinary humanity can offer. Formidable warriors, forged by training, discipline, and unwavering faith in the Imperium. But in the end, they are still men. The Adeptus Custodes? Ah, they are superior beings, the product of the Emperor's own will. And yet, they are the best of the best, the pinnacle of man and the pinnacle of the superhuman. What is a mere recruit from a hive world compared to a Lucifer Black? The same as a Space Marine compared to a custodian. But where a Lucifer Black sees a threat and acts with precision, a custodian destroys it with superhuman efficiency. And yet, there is something magnificent in the humility of the Lucifer Blacks, something great, because they are not powerful by birthright or genetic manipulation. Their strength is earned, torn from the cruelty of the world and forged into a deadly weapon. And another thing in common is that finally, In the tumultuous landscape of the 41st millennium, the Lucifer Blacks have reclaimed their place of honor as guardians of the Imperial Palace on Terra. Just like the Adeptus Custodes, they hold the honor and duty of standing guard near the Emperor, perhaps even an honor reserved only for the best the Imperium has to offer. The presence of these men and superhumans is synonymous with iron discipline and absolute devotion to the Emperor. Oh, but the challenges never cease, little one. New threats emerge every day, new wars loom on the horizon, and these veterans, they must adapt, evolve to maintain their elite status. And to face the future's dangers, the Lucifer Blacks intensify their training, learning ever more advanced techniques, new weapons, new strategies, everything to keep pace with the times, all for the safety of Holy Terra. Ah, little one, and while the future is shrouded in the shadow of uncertainty, one thing is clear. The Lucifer Blacks, with their legacy of courage and loyalty, will continue to be a fundamental pillar in the defense and glory of the Imperium. May the stars always guide their path, and may their name echo eternally in the annals of history. Oh, little one, our tale comes to an end, for now. The fire burns low, the storm still rages beyond these walls, but somewhere out there, in the grim darkness of the far future, stories do not rest. And soon, very soon, your Grandpa Grimdarius will be here once more with my dusty tomes and ancient codex in hand, waiting for you, always ready to share the next tale. Farewell, little one.